Emily wasn't supposed to be in those woods that day, but life had a strange way of pushing her where she never expected. A single mom, barely holding it together, she had taken her 6-year-old daughter, Lily, on a quiet walk through the forest trail behind their rented cabin, just to clear her mind. Bills were overdue. Her ex-husband hadn't called in months, and the weight of doing it all alone was starting to show. Sudden faint whisper, barely audible. "Help!" Narrator slightly tense. At first she froze. Was that a bird, the wind? Then it came again. "Please help me." Emily's heart pounded. She glanced at Lily, who had stopped walking, staring straight ahead like she heard it too. She followed the sound off trail, her boots sinking into soft ground. And then she saw it. A hand, sticking out from the dirt, covered in leaves, bruised and barely moving. Emily dropped to her knees and began to dig, with her bare hands, with her fingernails, with every ounce of strength and panic in her soul. It took minutes, maybe more, but she pulled him out. A man. Conscious, bloodied, breathing, just barely. Narrator, softly. She checked for a pulse. It was faint, but there. His clothes were expensive, torn, soaked in dirt. His face was pale. Someone had left him for dead. Emily pulled out her phone. No signal. Of course. She wrapped her jacket around him and looked into his eyes as he blinked, trying to speak. And then in the weakest whisper she'd ever heard, he said, "You didn't just save my life, you saved my soul." Then he passed out. Narrator, quietly intense. Emily had no idea who this man was. But in that moment, she knew two things. Narrator, calm but suspenseful. Emily stayed up all night, watching over the stranger she had pulled from the earth. Her daughter, Lily, slept peacefully, but Emily's mind was racing. Who was this man, and why was he buried alive? By morning, the man's eyes fluttered open. He was weak but alive. His voice was hoarse but clear. "My name is Nathan Cross," he said. "I'm someone people thought was dead." Emily blinked, trying to process. Nathan Cross, the billionaire tech mogul who vanished without a trace 3 months ago. The news had gone viral, speculations running wild about kidnappings, enemies, even worse. But here he was, right in her living room. Nathan looked at Emily, gratitude and pain mixed in his gaze. "Thank you for saving me." Emily shook her head, still unsure. Why? Why were you buried alive? Who did this to you?" Nathan sighed, the weight of his secret pressing down. "I was betrayed. By someone I trusted the most, my own brother. He wanted everything I had, my company, my life, my legacy." Narrator, softly. Emily listened, her heart pounding. This was more than just a rescue story. It was a battle for survival, and she was now a part of it. Days passed, and Nathan slowly regained strength. He told Emily about the conspiracy, how his brother had planned to kill him, erase him from existence, and take control. But there was more. One night, as Lily slept nearby, Nathan leaned close to Emily and whispered, "I need your help. If my brother finds me here, you and Lily will be in danger too." Emily felt fear rise, but also something else. Determination. She wasn't going to let this man, this stranger, face death alone, not after what she had seen. Narrator, hopeful. Together they made a plan. Emily would help Nathan get proof of his brother's crimes, and Nathan would protect Emily and Lily from the shadows closing in. Weeks later, after a tense confrontation and a daring escape, the truth came out. Nathan's brother was arrested. The media called it a miracle. A billionaire returned from the dead, saved by a brave single mom. But to Emily, it was more than a headline. It was the beginning of a new life. Nathan looked at her one last time before leaving the city to rebuild his company. "You saved more than my life, Emily. You saved my hope, and maybe, just maybe, saved mine." "And Emily?" She smiled, holding Lily close. "Sometimes the greatest heroes don't wear capes. They're just ordinary people who choose to do the right thing, even when everything is on the line."